Hi everyone, welcome to Seoul Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me with this reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Today's reading is about your appearance. How do you think about your looks versus how do other people think about your looks? I think we get insecure about our appearance because of all the media, and I hope this reading gives you some confidence and help you focus on other areas of your life. So we have 4 different groups today: Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. You can find timestamps in the description box below. You can pause the video if you need more time, and I will see you in your reading. Hi Group 1, welcome to your reading. So, what do you think about your looks in general? We have falseness and widower. So you think you might come across as cold sometimes. You notice that people find it hard to get closer to you. So sometimes you see some people even hesitate to talk to you. I don't think you've been always this way, but your social status or your job make you wear a mask that make people feel a bit intimidated by you. Or you have very soft side of you, but you keep that side to only a few people close to you. You often feel lonely, but you don't want to talk to people first because you don't want to seem needy or vulnerable. You like your alone time, but I feel like you want some company at the moment and you need someone to talk to. But you know that people can't reach out to you because they are intimidated by you. Also, some of you think you need to look good all the time, so you might spend a lot of time in front of the mirror to look beautiful, and I think you do look good anyway. People might compliment your looks, but you might think if they knew how you really look, they wouldn't think you look great because you put so much effort to your looks. You might not be so confident about your looks. I can also see a few of you who think you've seen your best days already. You are trying to look younger, you know. There is this kind of insecurity about it. So what do you want about your appearance? Do you want to change your image? We have Page of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. I feel like you want to be more approachable to more people. It's not because you want attention, but you found that it is better to be more well-rounded person, because at the end of the day, we get to interact with other people, and it's important to be liked by many people in every area. Especially at work, it's very important to have good social skills. Maybe you are not a cold person, you have good sense of humor, and you are very curious and inquisitive, and you get emotional too like everyone else, but you keep that side to yourself because you didn't want to look vulnerable and you thought it is weak to express your feelings, you know, or you wanted to be strong, maybe because you wanted to be professional, or you don't want to make any trouble. I also feel like for some of you it is something to do with your new interest. You may want to change your job or start a new business, but you are a bit worried about your image because you know that you don't look so approachable, so you might worry about how the interviews will go because you know that you might come across as cold or rigid. Others of you might be interested in someone and you want to get closer to this person and you want to show interest to them, but you don't know how because they seem intimidated by you, or they don't even know you liked them. Also, a few of you want to look younger or change your image because you don't want to look so serious. Basically, what I'm picking up on here is that you want to be more approachable. So what other people think about your looks, you know, how other people see you. We have Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Other people also see you definitely as someone who is unapproachable. Sometimes you come across as someone with high status in society and you seem to have great influence. There is dignity and elegance about you. Some people are definitely intimidated by you, especially when they don't have integrity. People think they can't get away with anything in front of you because you can see through any hidden agenda. People think you look so cool, sometimes cold, but most people like you because you are fun to be with. People are often surprised because they don't expect fun side of you by first impression. You look sleek and clean most of the time, and some people admire that. I think you look quite sharp and chic. You might have a great sense of fashion and you like nice clothes. You value quality over quantity, so your items have great quality and they are well maintained. Some people think you might be rich or something because regardless of your financial situation, there is something about you that makes people think you are wealthy or something. You have great charisma and strong presence about you, so wherever you go, people have to look at you without knowing why. You know, you look so compelling and you look quite mature even if you are young. I'm not saying you look old, but you look very professional and reliable. It is true that you don't look easily approachable, but most people see you positively because they think you look cool. So what is the advice? We have Four of Wands and Eight of Water, which is the same as Eight of Cups. Okay, I think you should know that your charisma and strong presence are gifts that many people desire to have. It has little to do with your looks. It is your energy that makes you look so strong and charismatic. So you don't need to put effort to look good. And you might come across as cold or serious because you are so hard on yourself. So embrace the fact that you are so charismatic and you have so powerful energy, so people often find you intimidating. That's okay as you become more kind to yourself and be content with your image. You will bring some generous energy and people notice the warmth, and then you will become more approachable while you maintaining the charisma you have. And if you want to change your image or want to become more approachable, talk to people and you want to be close to, and do your best to kind to people, and then leave the rest to them, because you will meet some people who don't have integrity or who is judgmental. They will operate with their energetic vibration. You don't need to be involved with it. You can stay high vibrational, then you will attract people who deserve and appreciate your energy. We also have yoga. I think it also means it is important to work on yourself and be more in the present moment. Think about why you want to change your image or be more approachable and be warm to other people. Maybe because you need to be more kind to yourself and replenish your energy into your body. Notice any feelings that comes to your body and think about the root of it. Be kind and more understanding to your emotion. So what kind of energy is coming to you if you follow through the advice? We have the World. Okay, I think your high vibrational, positive and powerful energy will benefit you even more if you broaden your perspective and horizon. And with this Eight of Cups, I think you will meet more people who understand your soul and appreciate your energy when you go to different places. Because you have such great charisma and presence, you will attract more great people into your life and you will become a bigger person. Just remember that it is not about your appearance necessarily, so you don't need to worry about every detail about your looks. That's everything I have for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your reading. So, what do you think about your looks in general? We have frivolity and enemy. I think you often get two different reactions from people. Some people really like you, and some of them even admire your looks. You may get lots of compliments from people, and other people show kind of hostility towards you. I think you have very strong presence about you, so wherever you go, you always stand out. So often some people talk behind you about your appearance out of jealousy or fear. You look glamorous and striking, and you know that too, and you are aware of what other people think about you most of the time. So you might try to look presentable always because you don't want to leave a bad impression. And you also think some days you look okay, but other days you feel insecure about your looks. I don't know what you do for a living, but for some reason you are quite conscious about how other people see you, or you may or may not in the public eye, or you are so popular that a lot of people talk about you at work too. And I can also tell some of you might have experienced that even though some people liked you first, they became sour to you when they noticed that you get all the attention from opposite sex or same sex, depending on their sexual identity. So what do you want about your appearance? Do you want to change your image? We have Six of Pentacles and Strength. I think you are well aware that you sometimes trigger or intimidate some people because of your looks. You might look very attractive to the point where some people often get jealous, and you've met some people who are afraid of your presence because they feared their partner would get attracted to you. Sometimes you make trouble in a group because many of them are attracted to you and it gets quite messy, you know. So you want out of the drama. So you want to make sure that you treat people equally so that they don't get the wrong impression that you might like them. Also, you want to invest in those only who would not turn their back on you, because you have experienced lots of people who changed their opinion about you because they can't tolerate the fact that you are shining too brightly to the point where they feel insecure. You also want to focus on what is more important than your looks. It could be your work or something you value other than your looks, but you get distracted when people give compliments about your looks or when people create drama because of your looks. You know that people will keep doing that because you've been through a lot of it. So you want to have the inner strength that can make you not affected by it. You might be distracted by other people now. Some of you might have felt anger or defensiveness because of that. You don't want to be a harsh person, but people don't seem to leave you alone. So what other people think about your looks? We have the Chariot, and Four of Wands. People think you are so lucky that you have the looks. They also notice that you accidentally create drama because of your looks, but they don't think you are affected by that. They don't think you care about what other people think about you. It is interesting because they all think you are very attractive, but some of them just can't accept it. They get jealous because they think you are shining more brightly because of your looks. You might have heard some criticism or bad comments about your looks, but it was all about their insecurity. I don't know, you might not have the conventional beauty. Instead, there is something about you that makes you so attractive. People can't even put the finger on it, but they can tell you are very attractive and beautiful. I think that kind of people, like you know, create drama unintentionally because they trigger a lot of insecure people. They know that there are other people who have the conventional beauty, and you might not be the most beautiful person in the world, but they think you are just so special. I think it has something to do with your sensual energy. You might not be the best looking person, but I think a lot of time you're the most popular person to opposite sex or same sex, depending on their sexual identity, you know, in a group. You might think many people don't like you, but what I see here with this Four of Wands, most people find you fun to be with, and you have this inviting and warm energy too. You might have this striking and magnetic image, but you have great energy and people want to be closer to you and be in your group. So what is the advice? We have the Chariot again, and Ego in reverse, which is the same as the Devil in reverse. Now you know that you trigger people because they are insecure. You should accept that you can't do anything about it. You can't help their insecurity, and it's not your job to fix them. There will always people who are jealous and envious of you. You can't stop them feeling that way. It's not your fault. They need to work on themselves. You will meet some people who make you feel uncomfortable, and there will be drama too. You can't control other people, but you can move on from that drama by not paying too much attention to it. You might be suffering from it because deep down you want to be liked by everyone, you know, but in reality, there are some people who just don't like us, you know, no matter what we do and how much, you know, however much we try. It could be your ego that, you know, everyone should like you. And also this is saying that make sure you don't fall into identifying yourself with being the most popular person who get all the attention. Some of you might think because you are attractive, you are in a better position than other people without you realizing it. I'm not judging you because it happens to a lot of beautiful people, and it is only natural to be that way because society validates beautiful people by their looks. But however beautiful, unique, and attractive you are, outer beauty will fade away with time, and it is fair to everybody. But because you want to focus on other area of of your life other than your appearance. If you keep working on yourself, whether that's your career or other important things in your life, you will be okay and you won't be like those people who get jealous of others. As long as you look forward and don't look back, as long as you don't dwell on what happened to you or what has said to you from other people, you will find your inner strength instead of the ego. And it looks like it might be easier than you think to let go of what is holding you back, the desire to be liked by everybody. We also have let go. It is completely resonating with other cards. Like I said, it's not your job to make people feel secure about themselves. You need to let go of wanting to be liked by everyone. Some people won't be kind to you, that's okay, and I don't see there are so many, because most people know that you are a good person. If things get too messy, you can just walk away from the situation. You don't need to be involved just because you triggered people by your looks. So what kind of energy is coming to you if you follow through with the advice? We have the 7th chakra. So 7th chakra is on top of your head, and it is where you receive information from the higher spirit. I don't know if you believe in other spirits other than your soul, but if you don't believe in spirits other than your own soul, you will be more in tune with your own soul more, as you become detached from outer influence. You will become calmer and remain intact from other people, and you will attract more like-minded people into your life, and you will recognize them with your intuition. That's everything I have for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. So what do you think about your looks in general? We have house and wedding. I think you value your physical appearance the most. I mean, there must be other elements that make you a great person, but you seem to identify yourself with your looks. I don't know if this is because you've always been the best looking person in a group in your life, or people always compliment about your looks. Some of you have been open towards that you look very unique and you stand out, and without you realizing it, it had become your ego. For some reason, there had been some insecurity about your looks before. It might be because you're conscious about what other people think about your looks, or you might have thought you don't look as good as before, but it looks like you've become more comfortable in your own skin, and you may have decided to look after your body, and now you want to embrace the change and you want to do your best to keep fit and stay healthy to look the best you can. You decided not to do anything that is not good for your skin or health, or you might be working out regularly and you think it is doing you good, and you started to love your body and yourself more, but you still have ego in terms of your looks. It is good to look after yourself, but it is only one part of yourself, and your external beauty will fade away eventually, and I think you know that already. So what do you think about your appearance? Do you want to change your image? We have King of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, I think you have been quite reserved about your sexual energy. You might have been wearing plain and simple clothes most of the time, and I don't think you've ever made the first move on someone you're interested in. It might be because you have always been the one who gets approached by other people, so you don't even know how to make the first move. Or it could be because you have this ego that people always fall for you without you trying anything because of your looks. You didn't even need to express sexual side of you because people are into you anyway. But now you have realized that you didn't even have strong feelings with the people you've ever met before because you just dated them because they approached you. And now you've decided to meet someone you really like. You know that you need to take a risk, but at the same time you want to act with dignity because you think you are still this queen and no one should hurt your ego. You want to find out the way to approach people without hurting your ego or getting rejected. You might have never been rejected before because of your looks and because you've never taken any risk. You've probably chosen the safest option so far. You held back sometimes because you don't want to get rejected or you don't want to be vulnerable even when you find someone you are attracted to. You want to express your sensual side because you are, in fact, a very passionate and sensual person. So what other people think about your looks, how other people see you. We have 7 of Cups and the Moon. I think people see you as an enigma. Wherever you go, many people see you as their ideal type of person, so they fantasize you a lot and they make a lot of assumptions about you. You might give off this calm and mysterious energy. There were a lot of people who were into you, but I don't think many of them approached you because they thought you'd have too many people who are interested in you. As much as you are afraid to open up and talk to people, they are afraid to talk to you too. They think it is a risk to get closer to you because they don't know what you think about them. They are attracted to you, but they don't think it is safe to approach you. I think people you've ever met before were very brave and they were risk takers. But it is interesting because you might think that you never shown any sign of interest, but there is something about you that make people think you might be interested too. I think it has something to do with your eyes and lips. They look like you are saying something, and that makes people fall for you. I also feel like there has been a lot of gossips about you. Sometimes people assume you are well off. Other times they make up this story about you because you look like someone who's been through a lot of things in life. You give off a lot of different vibes. You might look innocent, but you also look very sensual and bold. So what is the advice? We have 4 of Pentacles in reverse and Strength. So if you want to make the first move on people who you find attractive, you should open up and take the risk. You might be holding on to the idea of that you've never been rejected or everyone finds you attractive or something. You might be afraid that you might not be as beautiful as before because you are older now. You try to embrace the change and you commit to look after your body, but you still identify yourself only with your looks. You should be willing to take the risk. As you become more forward and more expressive about your feelings, it is inevitable to get rejected sometimes. You know, a lot of beautiful people get rejected. No one is everyone's cup of tea, and you shouldn't let your fear of rejection get in the way of becoming bolder and getting the person you really want. You will get rejected, but you will eventually get the person you want. You are not all about your looks, you know. You have other strengths that make so many people fall for you. You also have other great things. So we also have leadership, and it says take charge of the situation. So you will be so much happier as you choose your partner than when you meet people just because they came to you. You are in the driving seat in your life, so why not be more forward and be a leader? So what kind of energy is coming to you if you follow through with this advice? We have strategy. I think you will get vulnerable when you try to meet someone who you really like, because you have to be more forward and show your emotion. I feel like you might get hurt along the way to find the right person. It doesn't mean you have to play game or manipulate people to get someone you like, but I think it is saying that you need to be a bit more rational when you meet someone who make you feel confused. You shouldn't let them to use you, so you need to be more conscious about what you are doing and what their intention is. Act along with your intention that you will get the person who love you and deserve your love. If you have never been forward and out there to meet someone, it will hurt you, and it is for everyone, so you shouldn't take it personally, and remember that it has nothing to do with your looks. Don't lose heart and move on with your intention that you will meet the right one. So that's everything I have for you, group number 3. I hope it has resonated with you, and hope you enjoyed this reading, and thank you so much for watching, and please like, share this video and subscribe my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Hi group 4, welcome to your reading. So what do you think about your looks in general? We have friend, old woman. Oh, you might have had some insecurities about your appearance. I don't know why, but you might have thought you look weird. I think there is something striking about your looks. You are either very tall or small, or you have unique facial structure that makes you stand out, and it was always a problem for you because you often found that's how people remember you. I don't think they were all malicious, but because you were insecure about it, you took it badly. Some of you want to get older because you think you'll be okay when you get older, because you won't have insecurities about your appearance any longer. But I can see you became more comfortable about your looks, maybe because you are older now, so you know how to cope with the insecurity, and you know that beauty will fade away, or you learned how to deal with these situations where you have to face with your insecurity about your looks. But I can also tell that some of you look better with age. As you get mature, what you used to feel insecure about your looks became your unique feature, and it makes you special and attractive now. You are not as self-conscious about your looks as before, but you don't seem to notice that you are very attractive because you are so unique. So, what do you want about your appearance? Do you want to change your image? We have the Hierophant and the Hermit. I think you are torn between following the idea of conventional beauty and ignoring the power of beauty at all. I mean, you don't think you have the conventional beauty and you think people like someone who look exactly like that. And you might have tried to look a bit more like that when you were younger, and you appreciate the conventional beauty and you see why many people find certain people beautiful. But you are not a follower. You don't want to look like everyone else, and you know everyone looks different and anyone has their own beauty. I think there were some people who really liked your looks and they found you so unique and fascinating. But you might have come across a few people who were so mean to you and gave you horrible comments about your looks. I think that might have been some people who were close to you, like your parents or your siblings. So you want to give no attention to your looks and you want to completely ignore the importance of beauty, and more importantly you want to be okay to be the odd one in the society. So what other people think about your looks, how other people see you. We have the Emperor in reverse and Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, you look very different and unique to other people. I think you have very striking feature about your looks and you look distinctive. Once people see you, they remember you either because of your physical elements or because of how you dress. I think you either have many different kinds of styles or you have your own unique way of dressing up. Some people are secretly watching you, what you are wearing every day, because it is so interesting to them. I think you give off kind of this hippie vibe. You might have some tattoos even. I don't think you will look like someone who would have a conventional job like doctor, lawyer or office worker. They would be surprised if you do have this kind of jobs. You might have looked older than you when you were younger, but you look younger now than you are. And people can't guess how old you are. You look quite exotic. You might have been asked about your background. People are curious about you. If you are in a small town, people think you came from a big city or something. And they think it will suit you to live in a place where many different kinds of people live. You might have been asked if you are a model, if not a high fashion model, because there is something about you that gives a strong impression on people. But they think you are not confident enough because you are too modest about your looks. They think you don't see how attractive you are. So what is the advice? We have Awakening, which is the same as the Hanged Man, and Renewal, which is the same as Judgment. It is great that you want to focus on other elements of your life other than your physical appearance, and it will be liberating when other people do the same too. But you have to know that many people are still judging others by looks because they are not awakened yet. It is just so easy to judge people with the appearances because that's what we see, and media isn't helping us not to do that either. Just remember that you also have been through the period where you are so conscious about your looks, and you should give other people time to be awakened. You also have practice. I think you already are doing a great job because you already decided to become the bigger person by giving more attention to other areas of your life. As you work on yourself, you will gain more confidence and you will be even better at dealing with shallow people. So what kind of energy is coming to you if you follow through with this advice? We have patience, So as you become more generous about other people who still value the looks the most, you will be more peaceful in the present. You will let go of the anxiety and insecurity you might still have about your looks, and more opportunities about your life will come to you too. That's everything I have for you, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading and hope it has resonated with you. If it has, please like, share this video and subscribe my channel. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!